Today I want to take a look at a 3-4 defense, and as you can see, we've got them lined up in a 3-4 bear look, meaning that the center and the two guards are covered by the end, nose, and the other end, and the four backers, we call them Will, Jack, Mike, and Sam, are dispersed across the second level with really a 2 deep, 4 deep look behind it. Now, a lot of college defenses are going to the 3-3-5, 3-3 stack, and with sort of mixed results. A lot of them are having trouble stopping the run, but it's come in handy against a lot of the spread offenses and even with the passing game. But at the high school level, you're probably still more concerned about stopping the run as you are the pass. And so that's why we're advocating, if you want to get to a 30 look, probably not a bad idea to get to a 3-4 type look like we've got here. Now, want to just go ahead and point out that really what we're focusing on today is, obviously, if you load the box up here and you've got 5 or 6 defenders, you can stop the run game, even if you've got the quarterback with the ball in his hands. But today we want to really talk about why it can also hold up against the passing game and do you favors there. Whereas, once again, in the high school, if you stop the run, force them to the pass, you need to be sound in that regard too. So you're looking here, the obvious situation you've got here when you're playing a bear and you've got everybody up here and you've got 4 wides or a tight end in the game, maybe 11 personnel, that type of thing, or 10 personnel even. You've got a situation where now you can get, all right, on the snap, I can get, all right, 5 interior people to the ball. And once this back blocks, all right, I've got the ability to bring a green dog with my jack right there, or I can just go ahead and bring them and force a hot throw. Now, if the back were to release, once again, you got one or two things you can do. Either the jack's got to go with them, the wheel's got to peel or whatever. But you're in a situation right now where you're set, all right, to force one-on-one blocks. Because typically, if the back has the middle backers, what he's going to consider the middle backer and the jack, all 5 of these offensive linemen right here, and I'm just going to flip it so you can look at it, all 5 of these offensive linemen right here are going to have to fan and protect the quarterback one-on-one with no help. Not something that they like to do, particularly when you've got a center with the ball between their legs and you've got a nose guard with a two-way go inside. So that's the first advantage that you have there. Now, obviously, when you do that, you're going to have to cover everybody. So you've got a situation where this safety can come down on number 2 or number 3. And now, once again, you've got one-on-one across the board, and you have a free safety. But the beauty of this is that just like with the 3-3-5, where you're disguising the pass all the time and who you're going to actually get down for the rush and who you get down to defend the run, in this regard, now you've got a 30 front, a 3-4 bear look, and on the snap of the ball, you also have options. On the snap of the ball, very easily could be a situation where you play 2 deep, you drop this Mike backer, all right, walling off 3, Sam backer walls off 2, the corners are going to funnel inside to the safeties back here playing 2, and then you can get your rusher wherever you want, your 4th rusher. You can even drop this Will backer out here, take your ends for contain on the outside, take your nose one way and your jack the other, and you still might end up eating up this back in protection unless they've got a gap protection scheme or something like that on. So keep in mind that, once again, when you're playing at the high school level, it may be harder to line up in your 3-3-5 look, your 3-3 stack look, but you can line up in a good old-fashioned bear out of 30, all right, and line up in a situation where you're great shape against the run, and then when the pass comes about, you've got the ability to play single high and get one-on-one pass rushes across the board, or you can play 2. In fact, you could even play quarters in the back end, all right, and still get a 4-man rush coming from maybe where the offense is not expecting it.